You might be asking yourself, hey Dar, or rather you might be asking me, hey you. Wait, I'm tired. Hello again folks and welcome back to Let's Play Parasite Eve. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off we had climbed yet another, I don't know how many more flights of stairs, and now we are heading on still towards the 40th floor. I'm hoping we broke at least 5 floors last episode. I really do need to keep better count of things. I'll try not to be EP sounding this time around, but I can't make any promises. I'm also really just hoping that I can find some more things that do a lot more damage that I can slap onto my gun, because the gun is good. Let's try right. Right. About to say, good adventurers go right, go left, but if right's the way that we're going to go, we're not even necessarily adventurers. We're NYPD. In some sort of alternate universe where the police are mildly effective and want to do good. That's commentary, Dar. Oh no, a monster. Of course, then again, in this game, I suppose the only sampling of the NYPD we have is a, Daniel, some of the police crew, Trigger Happy, well, I guess not Trigger Happy Guy so much as just, Modification Happy Guy. Forget his name at the moment. Can't blame me. It's only been roughly not long since I had last seen him. You know what? We'll go ahead and get rid of the Maverick. Next time, what What I'll do is I'm going to try to modify the MP5 stuff onto the shotgun off camera and see how effective that is. I have absolutely no clue how effective it will be, but by the sound of it, it's like it shoots everything within the range of your shot, which is freaking insane if that's the case. Considering how already insane burst is. I'm just shying. Try this way. It's gonna be a dead end because it's going to run right into the... Oh, no, maybe not. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Will you repeat the question? I'm so glad that I have been expanding the range of this sucker, though. Few things feel as good as being able to go, hey hey, dude from the other side of the room, eat buckshot. Alright, there's the elevator. I'm gonna hope that I saw that it wasn't the way to go, and it ruined my song, which is a silly little song. Not as good as the Bonesaws ditty from Seth Skorkowski. Yeah. I'm now more or less trying to entertain my own mind to try to keep myself from feeling tired. It's mildly working. Yep. Man, I would die so fast from just trying to get from just climbing this place. Here's my thing. I like walking. I'm not a physically fit individual, but I do enjoy walking. Especially when I don't have a particular purpose for the walking. What's that? I would just walk around the block? Sure, why not? If I was in a safer neighborhood, I probably would at this point, but, you know. SoCal. Is anything safe? Probably not. Point is, I liked walking. And, friends of mine and I, sometimes when we had gotten intoxicated when we were, not late 20s, but, you know, young adults, late or early 20s, we would go get drunk and then just go on drunken walks where we were in the middle of nowhere. We couldn't bother anyone. We were just, yeah, shooting the shit. It was good times. Can't really do that around here, though. I mean, for one, most of my roommates have responsibilities and whatnot. What with the gerbs. Goddamn jubs. So they can't just randomly decide, hey, let's get drunk and walk around. And also, we're in SoCals, so that's dangerous. And we're in more a residential area, so as opposed to middle of nowhere where we can walk basically 20 miles and not encounter another house. Middle of nowhere. Which is all fine and dandy. But it's a little bit more annoying when, you know, 4 or 5 drunken louts are trying to walk down the street singing do-wa-diddy-dum-diddy-dum-diddy-do at 2 in the morning. I'm expecting one of these to be a goddamn monster. I'm gonna run out of medicine 3s to deposit. I'm gonna go for the cards. You win this round. Bullet cap. More like bullet bust a cap in your ass. Nailed it. A lot of fond memories of a group of people. Well, I guess not the entire group of people. A good chunk of that group just kind of turned out to be bleh. Jim in particular. I want my goddamn role-playing game books back. Really do. Yes, it's been like 10 years now at this point. I want them back. I also want my freaking Buster Sword back. God, that pisses me off even more. Had I told the story about the Buster Sword? For my Sweet 16, Link, brother from another mother that he ended up being, got me a relatively cheap Buster Sword. It wasn't really all that impressive. The thread that made up the handle that went into the thing, the tang, that's the word for it. The tang was pretty much just a threadbare, barely, hardly, word is whatever. It barely was attached to the sword. It bent when I swung it for the very first time, but it was mine. It was my Buster Sword. So when I had moved to California for the first time, I had ended up needing to leave behind a few things, including said Buster Sword. And a Sisters of Repentia army wasn't, well, not an army, just like a small retinue. Point is, it was mine. A lot of stuff that was just mine. And when I had returned, for one reason or another, forget the entire reason why I had returned in the first place, bastards had given my sword to a friend of theirs. Like, Okay, cool. I want that sword back. We never got in freaking touch with that. They never got in freaking touch with that particular friend ever again. That sword is lost. And I am so mad about that because that was... a lot of that stuff was not theirs to just get rid of or or give away to other friends or claim as theirs. That sword is like top tier mine. I don't care if it would have been a pain in the ass to try to move across country. It was mine. Would have been easier to move that than the freaking Pathfinder books I had. Seriously, I had been collecting various Dungeons and Dragons books. 3.0, 3.5, maybe had a couple of 4th edition books. No, I had a plethora of Pathfinder ones too. 1st edition. This was way back. And I knew, I had a stack, a good 5.5 foot tall stack of role-playing game books. And it pisses me off to this day that never freaking got them. Ugh. Just so goddamn angry about everything with that friend group. I shall now channel that rage into this video game. Man, that busty sword. That had to be the worst part to me, because while the tabletop RPG collection I'd been collecting for a long time, that busted sword had sentimental value, man. Still does to this day. I'd love to have that sucker back. And like Link had been talking about, modifying it, welding on a better handle, you know, actually sharpening the edges and whatnot for me. It was like, man, that sounds cool, and that sounds like a neat project that he could have done, you know? Hey, we're at the 40th floor. Amazing how much you get done when you're angrily ranting. That's... I was about to say that's the behemoth from Final Fantasy. But considering who made this game, I'm not incredibly wrong. I was kind of hoping I was going to stun you. Oh, I'm going to ram me. No ramming for you. Dude is just so big that I can actually hit him from pretty much anywhere in the arena. I like it. Casa. God, I love that I'm so high level that I can basically heal myself with one full curing effect. So sweet. No, we do not want to just drop that one off. Okay. 40th floor cleared. Where was the elevator? Because what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to get out of here. And I'm going to save. And then I'm going to take myself a nice little bit of a snooze break because, you know, I got that whole my body and mind refuses to try to stay awake thing. Oh my god, was it seriously all the way back here? Really was, wasn't it? But this is good though. This is good. I can double check whether or not the full auto effect is something I really want on my shotgun. Because again, I have no clue exactly how the effect works. One of the things I had done before was I saved before putting on the tool effect. And that's a dead end. Right. Good to see. Good to see that I'm going to basically need to do that. Hey, there it is. Alright, I just need to remember to go right and then down to get the frick to the next. Who's gonna do it? 40th floor, though. I think we're making good progress. Essentially 2 videos to get to the each 10th floor. Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording here, and when we return, I will be back on the 40th floor to do the shenanigans. So, be right back. The funny thing, I was converting videos last night before trying to go to bed so that I can actually wake up with energy, and lo and behold, I actually woke up with energy. But in the process, I was also doing a little bit of grinding for no particularly good reason, and I am just a sneeze away from level 38. So I guess maybe possibly that whole freaking level 39 quote-unquote exploit is within reach. Oh, that's a new sound. Seems like a new sound to me anyways. Alright. I'm awake. I have coffee. I have a belly full of food. I'm ready to take on the world. Or at the least the Chrysler building. Oh my, maybe I'm not ready to take on the Chrysler building. Yep, never mind, I'm good. That big old scorpions. I also did clear out my inventory and all that fun shite, so... Speaking of clearing out inventory, let's build it back up again. Okay. Half expecting a monster, I won't lie. Or bullet cap, Jesus. Use... I still hate that they force you to carry the Mida gun. I did test out the full auto. No. Basically, it works... It works like you're confused, I feel like. You will just randomly shoot at things that are on the screen. Problem with that is that if you just want to, you know, murder one particular monster on the screen, then that's a problem. And here we go. This is what happens when you go to level 38. You get 58 bonus points. Now you must also be thinking, oh, but dar, getting to level 39 must be a ginormous pain in the ass now, right? I mean, it's like 20,000 just to level up the one time, right? Not anymore. It's like 4,000. It's a little ridiculous, and I think they it's hard to say that it's an exploit. That's the funny thing. A lot of people refer to it as an exploit. It's really not an exploit. It's in the game. Just put those there, because why not? I just want to increase my range. There we go. It's really not an exploit if it's, you know, in the game, programmed in the game as intended. So saying it, call it an exploit is just weird to me, I guess. I don't know. Did I say 20,000? I meant more like 200,000. Oh, come on. There we go. And now it's just gonna be like 40 fights until the next level up. Oh, hello, elevator. I'd say that now the next stair up must be really close, but alas, I have proven time and again that that's not the truth. Yay! God, it is kind of a ridiculous exploit though, considering how easily you can level up in the museum. Well, when you have the right firepower. Hell, you can easily level up here if you're not careful. I don't know why you really wouldn't want to level up. I just really... I didn't want to exploit it to the point where I'm level 99. It makes this a complete non-challenge. That said, it's already pretty close to a non-challenge for the current floors. Alright, Polly, you want some crackers? I don't need a medicine too, thank you. Considering I think even the frogs were only doing 0 damage. Maybe 8 before I might level up. I was gonna say maybe I could use some more ammunition, but then I forgot just how much ammunition I truly have. Game kind of stopped being a horror game a little bit ago, didn't it? Oh, okay, it's still a horror game, but not a survival horror game. I think I've always seen it advertised as. Three. How many? Alright. Please be the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, to that end, it's honestly not that scary anymore. But I guess the story itself is what lends to the horror aspect. Survival aspect, on the other hand. Okay. I was trying to preserve my ammunition in case he decided to jump off the goddamn... Sorry for the squeaking, that's my microphone arm. I doubt it's going to be immediately up. Darn it. Really, Mr. Frog? Oh, he inflicts defense down. See, that I can see being a threat. You know, if it didn't kill him relatively soon. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, I tried the full auto. All it did was make it so as it was like, oh, you can hit all your enemies with all the ammunition that you shot. But it got rid of my burst effect, which I will argue is far better than the full auto. And it just randomly shot creatures all over the place. Like, what's the point of that? You lose all accuracy or all control over what it is that you're shooting. I guess it might be good if you're fighting one big boss, but other than that, I don't really see the purpose of it. I guess because you're able to shoot all the enemies on the screen. Well, within range anyways. I don't know. Also, I'm realizing what I could have done with the anti-blind thing is I could have taken the super tool, transfer over all my status stuff, not my status stuff, all my attribute stuff from my armor onto that one, and then another super tool to transfer like 1 or 2 attributes over. That'd have been the smart way to doing things, though. I somehow ended up going around in a circle. I think I see how. I'm loath to admit it, though. Dun, dun, dun. How much to... Yeah, 30. I'm pretty much going to level up on every boss, I think, at this point. Alright, so there's the elevator. That just led back up and around to where I didn't go before, so I think I have to go south. I believe I have to go south. Hoping all I have to do is go south and then more south and then more south. Or it's gonna immediately churn up. Doesn't need to churn up necessarily when there's a storage closet. Monster. Dang it. Well, now I just have to hope that the monsters aren't going to get exceedingly stronger from these chests. Yeah, about the same. Ooh, 30 ammo though. Never gonna turn down 30 ammo. Cruise suit? Okay. Yeah, this is what I can do. I can take my Aegis and all the stuff that's on it, I could move over to the cruise suit. But I wouldn't want the, what is that? The active time recharges slower. That's a no-go. We don't want the active time to be slower. That's what makes it so as I can actually do shit in combat. Oh, what a notion, huh? Alright, this is the stairs up. Glorious stairs up. But I think here is where I'm going to go ahead and call an episode. I think I'm on the 43rd or 44th floor at this point. Which means that we are past the halfway point. Because 77 floors of the Chrysler building. All that fun stuff. Yay. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. When we return, let's see if we can't make it to 50. Hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you folks in the next video. Take care. Cheers.